Pelvis.ca.
Hello everyone! In this video, I will be showing you how to assemble the Dummy 13 articulated robot designed by Soozafone. Let's get started. First, let's grab our materials. You will need the inside frame pieces, shown here in green, and you will also need the outside armor pieces, shown here in purple. We will start by assembling the pelvis. From the frame tray of these two similar parts, one is slightly shorter than the other. Remove the piece as shown. Be careful to select this shorter piece. Remove the piece as shown. Remove the following pieces from the armor plate. Notice on the hip bone that while the bulbs are round, there is a flat edge on the bottom of this piece. Place this flat edge on your workbench and push the other piece onto the center bulb of the hip bone. It should look like this when you are finished. When attaching this armor piece to the frame parts, slide the armor onto the bone from the side. Don't try to push the part on from beneath the bone, as this will make it more difficult to fit onto the hip bone. Notice the flat edge and round edge of this pelvis piece. When attaching this part to the last piece of the pelvis, orient its flat edge to the matching flat side of the pelvis. Click these two pieces into place. Next, the torso. Select the longer piece and the following piece from the armor plate. Push the spine bone into the torso from its bulb end up into the torso, being mindful of direction. It is easiest to push the ball inside just enough so that you can place the parts onto your work table and push down firmly to get a snug fit. Notice that there is a long and a short torso panel on this armor piece. This will be important when attaching our torso to the pelvis. Identify the longer panel of the torso and turn this part towards the front of the robot. You should be able to clip the torso onto the top of the pelvis piece with the longer panel facing towards the front of your robot. Next, we will assemble the chest. You will need the piece shown from your frame tray. You can easily remove this support piece with your fingers as shown. You will also need the following two pieces shown from the armor tray. Pop these ones out and get ready to assemble the chest. To fit the inner armor onto the ribs, it is easiest to push the frame piece down into the armor piece by pressing down on your work surface. Make sure that the edge of the armor piece is flush with the middle segment of the rib frame piece. This will allow the chest plate to fit properly onto the ribs. When securing the chest plate, slide it into place from the other end of the rib frame, pushing down until the parts click together. It will look like this when it is properly fitted. Simply connect the chest to the torso, making sure the number 13 is facing towards the front of your robot. Next, we will assemble the legs. The following section here and here will be the pieces we need to assemble our legs. The pieces from the following section will need to be popped out from the armor tray, as these pieces will be used to cover our leg bones. The hip joints should have a flatter edge and a rounded edge. Push the hip joint into the thigh bone by making contact with the rounded edge of the joint. Push these pieces against a hard surface and apply pressure with your thumb, which will get you halfway there. For the best fit, flip the bone over and push again. This should help the parts to click into place so that flat side of the hip joint becomes flush with the thigh bone. Slide the bone into the armor piece of the thigh, just enough to hear a click. The hip socket should be exposed. Next, we will assemble our calf. Slide the shin bone up through the square opening of the armor piece from the joint end, not the ball end. The ball should stick out at the bottom of the calf armor piece. Next, we will connect our knee joint to our calf. The knee joints will be connected first to the calf. Click one hinge into the upper end of the calf so that the knee knob is oriented to the front side of the leg. Help it click into place by pressing it down on the table. Repeat this step with the lower end of the thigh piece to connect the thigh to the calf. Next, we will need to add our kneecaps. Notice that on one side of the kneecap piece, there is a small opening. This small opening corresponds to the knob on the other side of the knee joint. Simply push the kneecap onto the knob. If you have difficulties pushing it on, you can also bend the leg all the way and then push down towards a hard surface and give firm pressure. This can help the kneecap to click into place. Next, we will assemble our feet. We will grab our foot armor piece and our ankle joints. Notice that the ankle joints have one taller and one shorter side. The taller side should face towards the outside of the foot and the short side towards the inside of the foot. The knob of the ankle joint will fit into the slot at the bottom of the foot. Push the ankles into the foot by applying pressure against a hard surface. The joints will mirror each other as shown if they have been connected in the correct orientation. Next, we want to add our toes. Notice how on this piece there is a slight slope on the top of the toe. We can be sure to attach our toes in the correct direction by making sure that the side with small ridges is facing upwards. Push the toe into the front of the foot joint. This step can be tricky. You may need the help of an adult to click it into place. When you are finished assembling the feet, take the leg and clip it onto the hip bulb at the bottom of the pelvis to attach the legs to the body. The last piece of armor for the legs are these hip parts that fit onto the side of the legs, completing the look. Next, we will assemble the arms. We will need to pop out the following pieces as shown from our frame, and the following pieces from the armor tray. We will start with the upper arm. Similar to the thigh pieces, we need to attach the shoulder socket to the upper arm piece by pushing the rounded side of the socket into place. We can do this by applying firm pressure against a hard surface. Flip and click to secure a snug fit, then repeat for the other arm. Find your armor piece for the upper arm and simply slide this armor on from the joint end of the upper arm bone. Next, we will assemble the forearm. Grab the remaining bone for the forearm and the forearm armor piece. Slide the bone into the forearm armor from the square end of the piece. Make sure you are not sliding this piece through the forearm by the bulb end, but rather by the joint end. Next, we will attach the elbow joint to the forearm. It is easier to click one hinge under the elbow end of the bone, then push the two parts together by pressing against the table. When attaching the upper arm, it is easiest to pull the elbow joint back from the forearm so that you have more space to insert the hinge side of the upper arm piece. You can also press down on the table if you need to apply more pressure. Next, we will attach the shoulders. There are two ways to attach the shoulder joint. You can attach the ball end of the shoulder joint into the top of the arm, or you can attach the socket side onto the ball of the shoulder on the chest, then clicking the arm into place after. After attaching the arms, grab the shoulder pads and clip them onto the shoulders of the robot. To finish the arms, we need to pick a pair of hands from the frame tray. I like these hands, so I'm going to pop them out. Click the hands onto the bulb end of the forearm. Next, we will add the head and neck. Pop out the remaining pieces of the frame tray and the neck and head pieces from the armor tray. To assemble the neck, start by finding your neck bone and clicking the armor piece onto either side of this bone. We will need to find the bone that creates a socket to attach the head to the neck. Make sure when you are pushing this piece inside the head that you are orienting the knob into the correct socket at the base of the head. Then connect the neck to the base of the head. Ensure that the piece of neck armor faces down away from the head so that our head has good dexterity. Finally, the last step is to insert the neck into the socket on the chest. Click this piece into place. And there you have it, a fully assembled Dummy 13 robot. Now he can dance, pose, and fight epic battles. Which colors did you pick? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like, and let us know what videos or tutorials you'd like to see next. I hope this helps. See you next time!
Printandplay.ca